Learn how to make creamy pumpkin risotto without the constant stirring. My beginner-friendly recipe combines pumpkin, fresh sage, butter, and parmesan for a cozy fall dinner that tastes like it came from a restaurant. Hi everyone, welcome to today's episode of Let's Celebrate TV. I'm your host, Peter Lee. Today, our celebration is all about one of my favorite things, risotto. And we're going to make a pumpkin risotto. Now, why don't people make risotto more often? Maybe it's because they're stuck at the stove, stirring constantly for 45 minutes or longer. Then you feel like your arm's gonna fall off and you don't even want to eat it at that point. But my recipe is a lot simpler and a lot faster. So let's get started. I have here a large skillet that I have over medium heat. We're going to add some olive oil. I have 2 ounces, 60 mils of olive oil right in. To that, we're going to add some onion. This is 1 medium onion that I've just diced up. We're also going to add 1 shallot that I've diced up. Now, what is a shallot and why am I adding it? A shallot is in between an onion and garlic. It's not as pungent as garlic. It has its own unique flavor, but some of those garlicky notes, and it's brilliant in sauces and casseroles and dishes like this. Make this a little stir, and we're just going to cook this until tender. It's about 5 minutes or so. Now, we're not going to brown it. We're just going to let it sweat. My onions and shallot are starting to soften. They're lovely. Let's add some more flavors. We're going to add some sage. Now this is 1 tablespoon of fresh sage that I've chopped up. Please use fresh. You can find it in your produce section year-round. Sometimes it comes in a little packet. Sometimes they even sell a little plant. Just going to cook this for a moment. It's already nice and fragrant. So let's keep going. Next up is nutmeg. This is a whole nutmeg. And I really want you to find whole nutmegs and use the whole nutmeg. You can get them readily available year-round. I'm just going to use my little rasp and I'm going to grate it in. This is going to have so much more flavor than the pre-ground nutmeg. We want maybe a 1/4 teaspoon. Now let's add the rice. But we're not using just any rice. I have in this bowl 15 ounces, 425 grams of Arborio rice. Now what is that? Arborio rice is a medium grain rice. It has more starch than your average rice, and it's a different kind of starch. So that's what makes risotto extra creamy, is that different type and extra starch. Right in. And we're going to add a good pinch of salt, maybe a teaspoon or so. We're going to give this a stir. We're going to let this cook for 2 or 3 minutes because we want to get the rice toasted. Why am I doing that? That's going to get those starches activated. And it's going to start absorbing all these flavors already. Now you'll know it's done because you'll see that the rice starts to turn brighter white. And it really doesn't take long at all. It's been about 2 minutes and my rice is ready. Now it's time to add some liquid. We're going to add some dry white wine. This is 6 ounces, 175 mils of dry white wine. I'm going to lower the heat first because I don't want to add alcohol to a screaming hot pan. Give this a stir. And we're going to let this simmer. I'll stir it occasionally until the wine is just about absorbed. All right, my wine is all absorbed. Now we're going to add some stock. I have here 32 ounces, 950 mils of hot chicken stock that we're going to add over time. We're going to start by adding just enough to cover the rice. Now I'm going to put the cover on this, and I'll check it every 2 to 3 minutes and give it a stir. And as I need to, I'll add the rest of this stock a little bit at a time. This is looking beautiful. Now before I add this last little bit of stock, we need to add the pumpkin. I have here 8 ounces, 228 grams of pumpkin puree. Now this is pure pumpkin. This is not pumpkin pie filling, so make sure you buy plain pumpkin. The pumpkin pie filling has spices and creams and things in it that you don't want in your risotto. I'm going to put this in. Give it a good stir. And we're going to add the rest of that stock. And we're just going to let this stock absorb in just another few minutes. Now at this point, I'm only about 15 minutes in, and I may have stirred this maybe 10 times, if that, throughout this whole process. Let's take a look. All absorbed. Let's cut the heat on this. 2 more things to add. I have here 8 ounces, 228 grams of grated parmesan cheese. Now this is a block of cheese that I grated myself. Please use real parmesan cheese. Splurge a little bit. Don't use the pre-ground stuff. Get the real stuff and grate it yourself. It's going to go right in. I may save a little bit to sprinkle at the end. Then we're going to add some butter. 2 tablespoons right in. And we're going to stir this up. The cheese is going to add richness and a little salt, and the butter is going to bring it all together and make it glorious. Here we are all ready. Now today's cook time was about 25 minutes. How easy was that? Let's give this a little taste. I have a little dish, just enough. And I'm going to be a little devil. Now you might want to garnish this with some chopped parsley, which would be lovely. I'm going to put just a tiny bit more cheese on mine, because cheese is good. So let's give it a little taste. Wow. This is so good. Pumpkin, first and foremost. Lots of pumpkin. It's cheesy. It's rich. You get that sage in the background, this lovely fall flavor. And yet, with all this richness, that wine made it bright and tart and tangy. Speaking of wine, same wine that's in here is the wine that's in here. If you like this episode, sign up for our newsletter and get the recipes in your inbox. Then, help us grow the channel by hitting the subscribe button, smashing that like button, or better yet, consider joining us as a channel member. Now I'm going to go grill some pork chops and serve this to my family for dinner. While I do that, I want you to sit back and relax and watch this video over here. So until next time, everyone, cheers.